Welcome everybody. Um, I am Karsten, and this is Mindshape Heartset. Mindshape Heartset is part of Tribe of One. Tribe of One has Mindshape Heartset and Eco Wealth Tribe in one thing. Eco Wealth Tribe works with our connection to nature and how we can work and create and orchestrate a nature around us that satisfies our needs, our essential needs of food, water, medicine, and resources. Mindshape Heartset is not the outer landscape, but more the inner landscape, starting with our body, mind, and spirit. And I called it Mindshape Heartset because it's the mindset, the shape set, and the heart set. So Mindshape Heartset is basically, a project of mine that comes out of my work with myself. If it wasn't for that work, I would probably have jumped off a bridge. I've said that to many friends. It crossed my mind, but I discarded that idea very quickly. And if it wasn't for the tools and for my openness to look into these tools and go into these subjects of personal development, bodily development, kind of grow a physical spine, grow a mental spine, and grow a spiritual spine, and have this all kind of centered in your heart, or with your heart as a moving, guiding force in all of this. If it wasn't for that, I would be in a completely different place. And so, this is my work. Besides Eco Wealth Tribe, I've always worked with nature. I've always connected with it since I'm a little kid. But Mindshape Heartset has really been the thing that made this outer work much more graspable for me, because without my inner landscape being in order, I would not have been able to really bring this to the people, to the right people, and I would also not be happy with it. So in Mindshape Heartset, like I said, I work with the body, the mind, and the spirit. The idea behind it is really to bring a possible upgrade to your life through moving through all these different dimensions of our being. It's a holistic approach in which we consider everything. There's not only one solution to your well-being, there are many solutions, and the idea is really to approach all of them. And so I really wanted to start the year with this message of communicating openly and pragmatically and really with courage and from the heart, that I'm doing this work and that I'm here for you. And it's kind of the next part that I also wanted to talk about is also the realization that I have come to lately, especially even more powerful than before. A few years back, I saw this plate at Biovilla in close to Setúbal, which is on the south side of the Tejo River here, close to Lisbon. This project, and it said this sentence, which was, "We are the ones we have been waiting for." And what it says is, you are the one that you have been waiting for. I'm not sure where this exactly comes from, but I also heard that the mathematical probability of our existence as an individual is 1 in 400 trillion, which means that actually the tendency or the tendency is close to 0, which means that you should not exist if it was for mathematics. So the probability is very, very low of your existence. And even lower so my interaction with you right now. Which then means that actually your existence is wanted. That means that you are important. You are, and this is what I came to the conclusion with myself, especially in these times. We're moving through these times of change very, very quickly. It seems like everything is accelerating, everything is going really, really quick. Especially in these times, we're actually super important. And we are much more important than we think. And not only are we much more important, why are we important? We are important because we are so much more powerful than we actually think. And it's really hard to believe sometimes. And I'm sure you remember the part of the Matrix where where Neo is confronting one of the agents, Agent Smith, Mr. Anderson. And all of a sudden, he wants to run away, but then he turns around and he does like this. And he confronts him. And then, in the Nebuchadnezzar, Morpheus and the other guys that are kind of seeing the things in the Matrix code that he's confronting him to fight against him, against Agent Smith, he's asking what is he doing? And Morpheus says, he's beginning to believe. And so you only see and you can only do what you believe that you can actually do. And if you believe that you're not able to do it, and if you tell yourself that you're not able to do it, and if you have seen my latest videos where I speak about kind of neuro-linguistic programming and how our thoughts, every thought is a prayer, every word is a spell, and that we are actually spelling our reality into existence through the way that we believe and the way that we think and the way that we speak and so on and so forth and act, you will get this, right? It's really important for us to start believing that we are actually important, that we are actually really powerful, and that we are wanted, and we are the ones that we've been waiting for. And for us to really step into that, we really have to move into ourselves and get to know ourselves and start to believe, okay, look, I have all these little things in me that I can be working on. Do you think that if you would be physically more in shape and in better health, you don't need to be like a bodybuilder or anything? I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't look like a bodybuilder. Might have some muscles on me, but I'm not a bodybuilder. But being in shape is actually really good. When you're next to other people, you stand straight. And someone that stands straight, in comparison to someone that stands like this, you feel much better. The other one seems actually depressive, maybe insecure, and so on and so forth. So your physiology and the posture that you have influences the way that you act within this world. The way that you speak to yourself, like in the other video, influences the way that you see reality, that you receive reality, and that, you kind of create reality. Because I do believe very strongly that we are the deliberate creator of our own reality through our belief system, through the way that we speak, through the way that we speak to ourselves and think. Thinking is kind of speaking, but inside, right? So then, what is our relationship to our thoughts, to everything that is happening in here, and then what is our relationship to the environment, as in, like, you need to move some boxes that are heavy, you need to walk somewhere, you need to do some kind of work that requires your body to function properly. Or you just need to, walk up the stairs, or you want to go for a hike in nature. If you're in shape, if you are in your shape, then all these things are actually really fun, instead of just tiring or whatever. And if you're just capable of doing more, then it's better. You have more fun. So, yeah. If for your body to function properly, you need proper nutrition. So that is another factor. And then, like, if you put all of this together into kind of a program or some kind of coaching or some kind of, I call it holistic lifestyle coaching, then this is actually what Mind Shape Heart Set is. And this is what I work with. And this is what I love doing. And I've been doing that for most of my time, actually, without even thinking about it, that, this could actually be my job. But it is my job. Because I decide so. Because I didn't used to say that way. But I do. And I really believe it is. And I really love doing it. And I want to help you. Whoever is here on the other side, I think you're precious. I think you're so important. I think you have so much to give. I think that you are so powerful. And that if you are getting this message that you have called for this, and I want to help you, and you want my help, and I'm here for you, and get in touch with me, and let's speak, let's talk, let's have a dialogue, and let's speak about what you need, and I'm here for you. And yeah, this could be, a new beginning. This could be actually a true beginning of your new year. 2021 was a kind of a precious and really important shit show. Like, shit is really hitting the fan. But this is how actually expansion happens. How does muscle grow? How does muscle grow? How does it grow? With resistance. How does a plane take off against the wind? How does the egg need to break for life to happen? From the inside, not from the outside. If it breaks from the outside, it destroys. If it breaks from the inside, it creates life. And so you really have to break out of your egg of, you need to get out of your comfort zone and start living life. And so I want you to know that I'm here for you, and get in touch with me. If you're like what you're hearing, take a look at all the other videos that I have. They're all over the place in terms of content. I love to work in the garden and create food for our system, so that people are already wanting to get into the New Year's party. yeah, my videos are all over the place. I work with nutrition, I work with workout, and just in general personal development, and all these different subjects that I had just mentioned, and biohacking and all that stuff. And I'm a real geek with all that stuff, so and I'm here for you. I hope you have an amazing year, and even if this message just comes through to you and creates a click in you and a spark that will bring you into remind you of who you really are, then that's already okay for me. That's what I'm here for. I do believe and that is the last thing that I said, I do believe that this phrase is so on spot from Jim Carrey on this speech. He says, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. And I believe that. And I want to have a really beneficial and beautiful and loving effect on you. And that's what I live for. So I wish you a happy new year. I hope you had a beautiful solstice and Christmas. And I see you on the other side. I hope. Have a beautiful time.